Hello. Welcome. We're starting our Schedule 1 process. The journey begins here. So if you don't know, Schedule 1 is about selling drugs and being a drug lord. So yeah, don't I am not condoning selling drugs or doing drugs. This is just a game, and it's a fun one nevertheless. So yeah, the very first thing I'm gonna do is just increase the sensitivity of the camera a bit, so it's like that. Yeah, okay, this is good. So you start out here in the RV, and then people just talk to you. I press tab to open these messages. Just make sure you tell everybody that is okay. You right click to go back, and then when you click on tab to open your phone, you can just click messages and you see all the messages you have. Journal is your journal, and then contacts. We're gonna explore this once we actually get to the game. So what we need here, we need to actually grab the trimmers, and then we need to start harvesting the plant. And to do that, you have a storage here, and then you can grab or click E or whatever your interact button is written right here. And then you can grab this by holding shift and then pressing on the trimmers, or you could just drag and drop. So it goes to your hotbar below. You just go there, click E to harvest. So what you want to do is you can rotate the pot with A and D, and then what you want to do is click on the plant. And then you can rotate to get ones that you can see, and voila. You now have OG Kush in your inventory, and you need to package right now. So to do that, you interact with the packaging, and then you left click on the product. So now you have the packaging, and you already have the baggies already filled into the packaging station. You click on back or pack, then you just drag and drop, put it in the bag, and put it here, and that's it. Do that as fast as you can, so you get things done more quickly. You just move there and then drag and drop. Once you have it there, you hold shift, you click, and there you go. You have your product that is ready to sell. This is actually what you sell to customers. And yeah, this is grab the watering can. Oh, okay, sorry, I forgot about the tutorial thing. So maybe I should have skipped the tutorial, I don't know. Anyway, the watering can, same thing, just shift click, and then you go to any water source like this tab, you click on it, and then you just hold the tab, fill it up. You already have 15 liters of water. Boom, boom. You're just holding, like, first what you do is you tilt, so you hold, like left click and hold. And then when you're dragging it, you can just A and D to rotate, and then you just want to rotate the water pot or the watering can down until you can water this thing. So on the left here, on the top left, or like mid left, it says talk to Uncle Nelson, which is our bro here. Drive into town. You drive is super simple. You just interact and then hold W. S to brake, A and D to, well, steer. You also have headlights with H, whoops. And then you have a handbrake with spacebar. Actually, there you can see them on the bottom left there. And you cannot see it, but beneath the camera, my beautiful face, there is actually your speed that you're going at right now. But I guess my beautiful face is more important than this speed, as if you're worried about getting the ticket or something. Okay, so once we're here, we can actually just park the vehicle, because moving is actually super fast. You could essentially just b-hop your way to anywhere. and it's very fast. Okay, so Joe is paying $120 for 2 kush. What you can do is hold shift and then right click instead of left clicking, and it's gonna put one of a stack into the inventory here, and then you click done, and that's it. You just made your first sale. Congrats. Let's go check Gas Mart. We can knock. Okay, so nobody's in Gas Mart. Probably behind it then. You can see at the top, like around here, this is the location for people that are looking for stuff. So the first one paid 120. This one is only paying 60. This depends on your messages here. So this guy just says he wants to pay 120. You said deal. This guy says he wants to pay 90. You could actually like try to negotiate with them, but I think it's not possible, or maybe I just clicked too quickly. I don't know. But once we actually play the game, like out of the prologue, we can easily negotiate and then set our own price and so on. But again, you can just press shift in order to run and then just be hopping around. Is pretty cool. You should talk to Chelsea. I think she'll like your stuff. Okay, so making the rounds. Open the contacts app, and then from the contacts, so this is basically a map of your contacts. So a customer could introduce you to a different customer when their relationship is high enough. And then from there, they would actually introduce you to other customers, or to suppliers, or to distributors, which people can work for you, and they could distribute your product. We'll do this together once we actually play the game. I probably should have skipped the prologue, but in case you'll be starting with the prologue, so you don't just feel weird. Why are you starting in a different place than what is shown in this video? So Chelsea here, you could just give her a free sample. So she's not a customer yet because she hasn't tried your product. You could give her a sample, and it will tell you how likely she is to like your products. And now you unlocked her as a customer. So now you could. She was blocked or locked before. Right now you can see she's open in our contacts app. Every customer has their own preferences for drug type and effects, which is, yeah, for sure. Morning, mate. So what are we trying to do here? Purchase 2 soil from the hardware. So 2 soil for 20 bucks. So, Okay, so cops are here. So what we could do is we could just get rid of the extra drug here that we have, and that way, even if they like frisk us, they will not see this. You play like a mini game where you could hide the drug, and they will not be able to find it. But essentially, I just dropped it because I'm not gonna need it anymore, at least yet. And this basically here is your hardware store. You're gonna buy a bunch of stuff here. We'll get introduced to this later on. So yeah, the cop is trying to search. So what you could do here is whenever the cop is searching, like this, you could just hold left click on the item you wanna hide, and then they will not like find it. Essentially, you can see items that the cops would not want to see with you. They have a red background here, so yeah, if they catch you with this, they will try to arrest you. But right now we have nothing. You can also hold space to just speed up the search because you have nothing. Because I know you're up to something on that ranch. You better watch your back. This town won't tolerate scum like you for much longer. Okay. The law will be your foremost obstacle. Have to deal with patrols, body searches, vehicle checkpoints, curfews, and more. That makes sense. So what we're trying to do right now is talk to Uncle Nelson's contact. Let's grab the vehicle and just follow the direction shown on our compass at the top. Here he is. I'm here for Nelson's package. Oh yeah, you're gonna pay for it? It's already paid for. No, it ain't. In fact, old Nelly already owes us some serious cash. Lucky for you, he's been good in his word so far, but I need some wheat seeds. Ballsy today, huh? Nizimpe, you'll be next in line. Okay, bro. Drive back to the ranch. Did he give us... He gave us some pseudo and some OG Kush seeds. Okay. Drive back to the ranch. Just back it up and then go. You can... There is a map, but I don't think we have it in the prologue. I just want to see which location we should be going in. We should be going here. So let's back it up. Drive here. Can we make it? Can't see actually. I can turn on the headlights and then we just drive. All you need to do is follow the road. Too bad we can't honk. That would be funny. We go to the tunnel. I think they missed an opportunity by making like the frisking thing happen right now in the tunnel by like a checkpoint where they would get you out of your vehicle and then start frisking you or like body searching you. I did not mean to skip this. This should be our ranch. Good parking, top tier, and hello Nelson. See you tomorrow, bud. Open up. Okay, now you get to understand how we can plant some plants. So what we need to do is, first of all, you need soil to grab into the pot. So what you do is you get the soil in your hand, interact with the pot, and then you simply cut the soil. So click and drag to cut back. And then you hold the soil back, and you hold A to rotate it. And then you just fill the soil there. Boom. So once you have the soil already in, you need to sow or sow, whatever that word is, the seed. So you do that by holding a seed in your hand. You click on the cap to remove it and then drop seed into the hole. And you click these chunks in order to bury the seed. Pretty good. You can pick these up and then press E again to just throw them in the trash. Then grab your watering can, so you need water. And boom, you just get water into these spots and that's it. Head to bed when you're ready. Okay, so what we're gonna do actually is that we're gonna wait for this to grow. Oh, this one needs water, so let's actually water it, because I want to get some collections before the prologue ends, because well, you're watching the video, so spoilers are okay. We're actually gonna get caught, so the police is gonna come here and then is gonna like catch Nelson, and then we're gonna be able to make an escape. Sorry for the spoilers, it's literally like I think after we wake up. So what I'm gonna do is I want to wait for this to actually fully grow, maybe even this, and then just collect them, because they will be super useful when we head into town and start our game. So instead of starting from nothing, you'd actually have some crack that you can sell. Or yeah, well, we only have 2 packages here, but that's okay. That's not a problem. Actually, I don't think it's after you wake up. I think it's after we go to the town. So I'm actually gonna sleep. Yeah, I think I remember it now. So the police is gonna come and take Nelson away, and we'll be able to make our escape. Yep, he saw the cops and then he just turned on the trailer and hightailed it out of there. Too bad there's no like a chase cutscene or anything, but it is what it is, I guess. Staff don't work for free. They will automatically draw their wage from their locker. I'll show you how this works. when we actually get some dudes in. Okay. We are now in town where we will be expanding our territory. You're a small-time drug dealer from the south. That was unnecessary, honestly. Fish down, there's no cash, no product, and no contracts. You only know one way to make money. Time to get to work. Love the music. TVGS presents. Top tier to TVGS. The game is absolutely and utterly wonderful. Right, customize appearance. I should be an OP's guy, or actually no, not that much. Yeah, this is all fine. Don't care much. The hair. I think we can rotate the guy like that. Yeah, bowl cut. No, fringe bob, messy bob, side part bob, messy bob, long curly hair. Nah, messy bob is cool. Hair color. Nah, not white. That looks weird. Yeah, good enough. Face, neutral, pout, smug, agitated, slight smile. Smug is the best. Goatee, stubble, goatee of course. Wrinkles, freckles, none. Facial detail intensity. Okay. I mean, we're working with drugs all day long. What do you think our eyes is gonna look like? Dilatation. Just go. Holy moly. Oh boy. Alright. I'm not gonna spend too much time here, otherwise we'll be none. This is cool. Oh boy. Cargo pants. What do we wear? We're a drug dealer. We should not be like attracting attention, right? We should just be wearing dark colors. Yeah. Finalize. Beautiful. Right, we got these grown. It needs water, and this one needs water as well. So you know what to do. Let's grab this. Let's grab some water. Fill the water. And give it some water. Alrighty. Whoops. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna wait here for this. Open your messages. I've heard you're in some trouble, but not talk over your mobile phone. Go find a payphone. UN. We know UN is, and if you don't, it's Uncle Nelson, you know. This is 100% grown, so why does it sound like a motorcycle is going by? Well, let's wait for this to grow as well, because I don't want to give you so much spoilers, but grab as much as you can from this trailer before you head out. This is the tip, or your first tip. That just grab as much as you can from the trailer before you head out. So let's grab these. By the way, I'm holding shift and then left clicking. That's why I'm just snapping it to my inventory. Pick these up. You can pick them up. I forgot to explain this. You can pick them up by just looking at something and holding right click, which is going to put it in your inventory. Now, this pot is also pickable, and guess what? This is also pickable. Now, I'm gonna get rid of these watering cans and trimmers. Well, the watering can first, because it's actually very cheap, so I do not care about it. I want to pick up these things which are more expensive. Why we're doing that, you will see soon. So what we could do is grab this, grab the lamp, and then grab the suspension here. Okay. Now here we could just put this in the trash. This is unnecessary, but you know, why not? And yeah, let's go out. Let's find a payphone. So we're in the city here. You'll get to learn this city by heart when you play in it. Funny I'm saying that because I actually do not remember where the first payphone is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I was thinking it's around here. God damn, good to hear your voice, buddy. Looks like our luck finally ran out. The feds have got me locked up while I wait for a trial. Back before I moved to Serena Flats, I used to live out here in Highland Point. Not the nicest town around, but plenty of opportunity for a someone in your line of work. Memory serves, you got some cash stashed, and then you can find it stashed behind these. Go grab it, head to the RV, and we'll go from there. Sounds good. So let's go around and grab some money that is stashed here. While we're doing that, let's talk to the people you find. Because you need to unlock the downtown region. Okay, so anybody that you find, you can actually press M to open your map, and then you can see potential customers within their like this range here or this area. So that means this customer is somewhere in this range right here. So this is not like an accurate position, but rather an area, like a general area. So you will find Peter file within this here. Our job right now is to actually collect the dead drops. So the dead drops, you can see they are marked by an X here, which means dead drop. So you can open it and then shift click, and then they go into your cache here. They are not actually like part of your inventory. It is a dedicated inventory place for the money. And you can see cops here. Just try to avoid them right now because we do not have anything that we can use to defend ourselves. Here's the dead drop location. That's cool. We got 200 bucks. Then the last one is here. Head back to the RV. Now you'll know why. Oh, I guess that makes sense now. Everything makes sense. Why we grabbed everything out of the RV? Because the RV exploded. Highland Auto. You can come in here and buy vehicles when you have money for it. They are not cheap, but you will make a lot of money in this game. And that's why we grabbed everything. Our RV is gone, and you will see a note here. Welcome to Highlight Point. This is our territory. Do not interfere. TP. Talk to Uncle Nelson. So everything in the RV is gone now. So make sure you grab everything of importance from the RV before you leave to talk to Uncle Nelson on the phone. Because of that. That's your first tip for the game. Well, shit. Benzi's family. Head over to the motel. Talk to the manager, motel office. Okay, so your motel is going to be... Press M to open, and then your motel is going to be somewhere around here. So we'll go like that, and then we'll go to the left here. And the motel will be at the end of the road. So we're gonna go there, take the first left, and then drop from the bridge or something. There's no fall damage, so just feel free to go crazy. The movement in this game is super duper cool. So make sure to use that to your advantage. Just b-hop your way around. This is the motel. Oh, it was not even the bridge, it's before the bridge. So we could just go here. The officer is here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Donna, yep. Can I interest you in a free sample? That's cool. So 87% chance of success, that's pretty good. And she is super happy. She's now a customer. Now, do you want to buy something? It will be 75 bucks for the week, okay? Okay. So we got room number 1. Now you want to buy something? Not right now. Okay. Where's my room? Your room is number 1. So it's here. Beautiful. You actually get started with a storage, which is pretty cool. But you could definitely do with more storage. We need to get to the hardware store. Okay, but before we do that... Uh-oh. See cops over there? We'll just close the curtains. This is how you save the game, by the way. You interact with this intercom. So, yeah. This thing is completely and utterly useless. We could just eat it here for now. Now, you, sir... we grab this, and then just put this here, and then put this there. Yep, perfect. Now let's put our stuff here, and we can put these two guys over there, and these here. So the way this works is you essentially have you put the suspension rack, you put the lamp on top, and then you put the pots down here. If you didn't have these things, then you can go to the hardware store and actually buy them from the hardware store, which is part of the tutorial, I guess you have to do. So right now I dropped everything I have on storage, which is cool. So that way if the cops decide to... Anyway, if the cops decide to search me, then you should be cool. Buy 1 soil, buy 1 watering can. So if you did not have that stuff already set up in your motel room, it's gonna tell you to buy them from here. But because we already do that, or we already have them, we have a growing tent and we have the suspension rack and all of that, then it's just gonna tell us to buy soil and watering can, these things that we're actually missing. And because I already have trimmers at home, then I don't actually need to buy trimmers again. But just as a general rule of thumb, take everything you can out of the RV, just the same we did here. Now you can see that this is telling us it's card only, no cash, and you can see at the bottom here, this is our cash and this is our balance, so the money that we have in our bank account, and we have 0 actually in our card, which means that we need to deposit some money. You can do that by using the ATM deposit. I'm going to deposit $100. Done. So now we have 200 cash and 100 in our card because this shop only accepts cards. So that's why we're gonna need to do that. Now soil, I'm gonna buy like 3 soil, and then we need to buy a watering can. Actually, let's buy 5 soil for 50, and then let's buy some baggies as well. So what you could do, you want to buy 10 baggies instead of clicking 10 times, you can click on the hashtag symbol here, type 10, press enter, and then you'll have 10 added here to your cart. Press purchase, and that's it. Hey my friend, you're new. Nice to see a fresh face in town. I'm Dan, I run this place. I work in agriculture, drug dealer. You want to try minding your own business. Actually, if you choose I work in agriculture, it's going to give you some free stuff, which is cool. You would want that. If you tell him you're working as a drug dealer, I think he's going to like write it off as you're joking or something. I don't remember what happens. And you don't want to be rude to him. Just tell him you work in agriculture. And then he gives you a speed grow, which is pretty cool. But what you want to actually buy instead of speed grow, you want to buy fertilizers, which we do not have yet. A fertilizer is pretty cool, and I'll show you why in a sec. Now let's go home before it gets super dark, because there are curfews at 9 p.m. I think. So I just opened my phone to check the time here. At 9 p.m. there's a curfew, which means anybody that is outside, the police is going to attempt to arrest. Make sure you frequently save here, because that's the only way it saves. I think the game has auto-saving, but I don't remember. Okay, so now let's grab some soil. We got that. You can eat that in the trash. We forgot to buy trash cans. Not cans, sorry, trash bags, rather. So we go here, and then let's fill the water from this tap. What is this? Richard Nixon. Alright. There's the mandatory curfew, you can see that on top right. Between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. Police will arrest you if you're seen outside. Okay. At the very first days of your gameplay, you probably want to respect this, but once you actually become more of a gangster, you will not care about this at all. So we watered our pots, but we actually do not have... This is the curfew alarm, by the way. Don't worry. It's not a nuclear alarm. I don't know why it sounds like that. But the funny thing is, we actually bought like watering stuff, and we watered the plants. Sorry, we watered the pots, but we actually do not have seeds to plant, which I thought we did. I don't know if they like took him from us or something in the prologue. I actually don't remember. What was that sound? Anyway, so there's nothing we can actually do right now except we can bag these OG Kush. And to do that, you just hold shift and then left click on both baggies and the product. Click pack, and we've already done this before. Pack. Awesome. Then we have 4. We can just leave them on the packing station here. That's okay. And then we have 19 now in our inventory, ready to rock and roll. I like to put the weird stuff at the end, so I have time whenever I get searched by the police to actually like hide them, instead of being at the top here, the very first thing they get searched. Let's save and then we sleep. I think when you sleep, your game gets saved anyway, so that's okay. Now this is your rank, or like your gangsta level or whatever. So the more or the higher you get, the more items you unlock for to buy and to become more powerful. Let's get to the ATM and then just deposit $100 more, because we're gonna need to buy some stuff later. And let's talk to the phone. Wheat seeds. I've passed your number to Albert Hoover, the local wheat seed. Message he did drop. Okay. So how you do that, you open your messages and then he's already texting you. If you'd like to order some, Nelson has put in a good word for you, so I'll provide you a tab which you can pay off later. So the way this works is you can request some wheat seeds from a supplier. Not only wheat seeds, there are different suppliers for different things. But essentially, you could just order something and then you are debted, so you'll stay in debt until you pay them. You pay them by just depositing money in their safe boxes. They will tell you how to do that. It's pretty easy. So the idea is that we will order. So your order limit is $275. The total order that you have, which is 3 seeds, it's actually order 4 seeds, because we have 2 pots, so we can like plant twice and then place order. So it should be about 2 hours. So we're gonna need to wait for the drop 150 minutes. Of course, that's in-game minutes. 1 minute is 1 second in real life. So we need to wait like 2 minutes in real life right now. Depending on the supplier will message you when it's ready. Yep. So what you could do meanwhile is that you could look for people like that, just give them free samples. You don't need to wait for them, you can just walk away once you give them the sample. So Peter File liked my thing and now he's a customer. I could sell him stuff. Benji is a distributor. He's gonna be the first distributor we unlock, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. What you could do then is we can open the products tab, and then since we have OG Kush, you could change the asking price here to 45 maybe, and then list for sale. What is this going to do is it's gonna let your customers know that you have product to sell, and then they will start asking you for stuff. So this guy wants to buy 3 for 160. This is the counter offer, like you could haggle a bit. So let's try to make it $180. Let's see if they agree. Okay, fine, perfect. Let's do it morning. And then what we could do is just run to the spot where they will meet us in, and Here he is. Uh-oh. So he's looking for 3. There we go. And then you have exceeded quality bonus. You actually get more money. So we made our first sale in the new town. Spaghetti and meatballs. Nice. So we made our first sale, which is pretty cool. Collect dead drop under West Bridge. Okay, so now our seeds are ready. If you take a look around, the hold up. Hey bro, 3 OG Kush, I'll pay 170. Bro, you pay 180 just like the other dude. Okay bro, what time? Afternoon. Hell yeah. Right, let's go grab our dead drop until the time for the deal works. So dead drop is under the bridge, they said. View, and there we go. Boom. Let's move it to the back here. Now, this guy wants 4 OG Kush for 225. I think this is a good price, honestly. But maybe 230. I guess that's fine. Let's also do it afternoon so we can be done with our stuff here. So what we're doing here is we need to wait 40 minutes for the deal time to come here. So let's just plant our seeds. We already did that before, so there's no reason to repeat that. And we could do that, do this, and then we need to water that poor plant. All right. We already have the trimmers, my man. We just need to buy the baggies now, which we need anyway, so that's okay. And this is grown. Okay, let's actually go finish our deals right here. We have one that is super close, which is cool. This one is behind Taco Ticklers. Should be behind here somewhere. Is that her? No, it's not her, but I guess let's try that out. Cool, cool, cool. So who are we waiting? We're waiting for Peter and Kyle. Where is the dude? Is he not showing up? Oh, there he is. So he needs 4. Lovely stuff. And yes, just use the use the game movements to your advantage. This is super cool. You can just zoom around the city, and I love that. And we can give this guy a free sample. Why not? He's looking for 3, so we're gonna have a lot more. That's good. So there you go, 180 bucks. Lovely. Oh, you have finished product and customers the best way. Free sample. At cheap for $800. Save and buy the room. Okay, so this is your second room. They should be buying for 800 bucks. We already have 800 bucks, but I'm not gonna spend them on the room just yet. Because the room we're in is okay-ish for now. So we're gonna deposit some money, and then we can go buy some baggies from here. Now I'm actually gonna buy a bunch of baggies, so I'm gonna buy 40 baggies. And there is something else I want to buy, which is the trash grabber. I like that. We're gonna need that. And then let's buy like 5 trash bags. I don't think we're gonna need. Yeah, actually, let's just grab one because we're gonna be using the. Wants to buy for 40. How about 50, my man? Okay, what time? Right now. All right, awesome. Let's go give our dude some crack. Where is he? There he is. So there you go. 50 bucks. Easy clap. Now I don't want to do any more deals today, so I'm just gonna unlist, and from there, this is the lady that we need to talk to in order to grab the room above her motel, but we're just gonna offer her a sample right now. And what we could do is, oh, I don't think she, that's why we didn't unlock her as a customer, she didn't like our stuff. So like the 70% check actually failed. That's okay. You can offer her another sample tomorrow. So let's go back to our base right here. Now the trash bag, you can use the trash bag in order to bag the trash in a trash can. And then what you could do with the trash is you can actually make some money off of it. So the way you can do that is come to Cash for Trash, open it, just put that thing in here and press start. And it gives you money. Easy claps. So your trash can actually be collected and be done into money, which is a cool passive income. If you are like you're lacking some money to pay for something, you could just collect trash and it will give you money. Let's package these things. So like that, like that. We'll get some comps over here. So this is 72%, 71%. Okay, so there's no reason to wait a bit. So what we need to do now is unlock one more customer. This should be easy. The purple area indicates approximate area of customers. Yeah. So Mrs. Ming is the woman that we just tried to give some sample for, and she did not like it. Peggy, let's go for Peggy. I think I know where she is. You want to buy something? Yeah. Hell yeah. Awesome. You already completed a deal. That's okay. Alright. So let's look for... What's her name again? Peggy, yeah. Forgot about her. I think that's Peggy, if I remember correctly. Yep. Hello. Take a free sample. 1 sec. Have fun. What about you? Alright, complete the deal. Not what I like. Okay. Okay. Let's try another dude. Another potential customer. Don't worry, by the way, if they don't like your shit today, you can just offer them the exact same shit the next day and they will be happy to... they will like it even though they didn't like it the day before. So that's all good. Now this is a cop checkpoint, like a police checkpoint. You will not be able to go around this if you're in a vehicle, but since we're just walking, we could just literally go around it and they will not do anything, literally. And no, go away. What about you? Do you have let's give him this. 1 sec. So this guy has a sewer key which we're gonna need later. Very nice. You'll be hearing from me. Okay, so Geraldine is now in our pocket as a customer. So okay, just go away. We're gonna come back to this. This is a pawn shop. You can literally sell like old stuff. Uh-oh. So what happened is we got detected while we are trying to sell some this is actually funny. We got detected while we're trying to sell drugs to somebody, and because the cops saw that, they are now trying to arrest me. Now losing them is actually quite annoying because you need to break line of sight. You see the word wanted on top here? When you actually break line of sight, it starts to decay, and once it's fully decayed, then the cops are gonna lose interest of you. But outrunning them is super hard because they are super fast. So the effective solution that I found is that you just need to get to a rooftop. By the way, if you press F, you open a flashlight. If you can get to a rooftop or somewhere where they don't see you in, then you should be able to easily run away from them. Oh, also you could what's this called? You could duck, like crouch. Yeah, you see how the wanted word is decaying? Uh-oh. Ow, they will try to taser you. Maybe I'll actually get caught here. This is annoying. So what happens if you get caught? They will release you, like they will take some of your money and then they will take all of the drugs you have in your inventory. But what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to find somewhere where they cannot get to me. It's annoying to get chased this early, but they are super good. They are insanely fast and hard to dodge in this game. Oh, hello there. Oops. Oops. Oh, one is over there. Okay, that is a lot of cops right now. That is a lot of cops. Wanted dead or alive. Oh shit. This is bad. Now they'll start actually shooting at me. And I do not have a gun to protect myself. What we could do is we could try to isolate a cop and just beat him to death. Just beat the shit out of him and then take his pistol. Which is one of the most effective ways of getting a gun early. But we don't even have like a knife or a melee weapon to do that. So just punching the shit out of them will be hard. Maybe we can just escape. I don't think it's gonna work, but let's see. Oh, there he is. And I'm stuck. Okay. Alright. So yeah, that's unlucky because he body blocked me literally. Alright, so they took some money and they took like the 3 pieces of drug that I had in my inventory. That's not bad. That is not terrible. The only thing that I want to get right now is actually a melee weapon where I could like just use it to off a cop. And from there we will be able to just shoot the cops later on. Alright, we got a lot of weed back, so we didn't actually lose much. That's okay. Let's leave the other 2 seeds that we have to grow. Oh, one more thing I want to talk about is this trash grabber. Now the trash grabber, you can press E and then it's gonna pick up trash and put it in your like dumpster or your little trash can here, and then you could just hold left click in order to dump that trash into this trash for cash and to get money. So you could just collect some trash like that, open this, dump it in there, start, get some cash. There you go. So that's an easy way of collecting like some small cash. Have this, let's just do that. Boom, 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 boom. We are out of baggies, which we already have a bunch of. And that's why I bought, I think. Okay, so I disconnected for a sec, that's all good. We're gonna call it a day here. Gosh, what is the problem? June, July, okay. Transport items between your properties, businesses, and dealers, special customers. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna call it a day, and then we can go back to work, playing on this some other time.